You've been there, that moment when the carefully constructed edifice of your plans crumbles, when the project you poured yourself into gets rejected, or a sudden, unexpected illness grounds you. It feels like the universe is playing a cruel joke, a personal affront designed to frustrate and diminish you. The natural inclination is to resist, to complain, to ask, "Why me?" We feel victimized by the turn of events, wishing things were different, wishing the pain or the inconvenience would simply vanish. This resistance, however, often causes more suffering than the event itself. Seneca, the great Roman Stoic, understood this deeply. He recognized that much of our distress comes not from what happens to us, but from our judgment and emotional reaction to what happens. We add an extra layer of difficulty by fighting against reality, rather than engaging with it. This inner struggle, this refusal to accept what is where our true suffering often begins. What if, instead of resisting, you could learn to lean into these moments? What if every setback, every frustration, every perceived injustice was not a punishment, but a precise, tailored exercise designed for your growth? This is the essence of a profound Stoic concept known as amor fati, the love of one's fate. It doesn't mean passively resigning yourself to whatever comes, but actively embracing it, seeing it as precisely what is needed for you to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Imagine your body is subjected to a rigorous workout. Each lift, each strain, each moment of discomfort isn't a random act of cruelty, it's a deliberate stressor designed to break down and rebuild muscle, making you stronger. Life's challenges function in much the same way for your character. They are the resistance training for your soul. Consider the unexpected loss of a client at work, right when you needed that project most. The initial sting is sharp, disappointment, perhaps a touch of panic. Your first thought might be to dwell on what went wrong, to blame others, or to lament your misfortune. But the Stoic perspective invites a different response. Instead of seeing it as a dead end, view it as a redirect. Perhaps it forces you to re-evaluate your approach, to innovate, to seek new avenues you wouldn't have considered before. Maybe it frees up time for a more aligned opportunity. Marcus Aurelius famously said that what stands in the way becomes the way. The obstacle isn't just something to overcome, it is the path itself, shaping your journey, sharpening your resolve, and revealing capabilities you didn't know you possessed. This shift in perspective is not about denying pain or forcing a smile when you feel broken. It's about acknowledging the reality of the situation and then consciously choosing your response. It's about understanding that while you cannot always control what happens to you, you always control how you interpret and react to it. When your car breaks down on the way to an important appointment, you can curse the heavens, feel immense frustration, and allow it to ruin your entire day. Or you can accept the situation, calmly assess your options for getting to your appointment, and perhaps use the unexpected delay as an opportunity to practice patience, or to listen to an audiobook you've been meaning to start. The car breaking down is a neutral event. Your interpretation imbues it with negativity or opportunity. Epictetus often reminded his students that we are not disturbed by things themselves, but by the views we take of them. A flight delay can be an infuriating waste of time, or it can be a gift of unexpected solitude. A difficult conversation can be a source of dread, or it can be an opportunity to practice clarity and compassion. The raw material of life, whether smooth or jagged, is simply presented to us. Our job, as Stoics understand it, is to work with that material, to shape it with our own hands, rather than wishing for different material altogether. Each challenge is a chance to apply the principles you study, to test your mettle, and to prove to yourself that your inner fortress is unbreachable. This love of fate extends even to moments of physical discomfort or emotional pain. Instead of flinching away, can you observe the sensation without judgment? Can you understand that even these difficult experiences are part of the full spectrum of human existence, and that they too can teach you something valuable about your own resilience, your own limits, and your own capacity for endurance? When you approach adversity with this mindset, the sting of misfortune lessens. You stop fighting against the current and begin to learn how to swim with it, or even to harness its power. The blows of fate no longer feel like attacks, but like a blacksmith's hammer shaping raw metal into something strong and useful. You become not just a survivor, but a craftsman of your own character. So, the next time something goes unexpectedly wrong, a missed promotion, a cancelled plan, a sudden inconvenience, pause. Take a deep breath. Instead of instantly falling into frustration or self-pity, ask yourself, what is this situation demanding of me? What virtue can I practice right now? How can this obstacle actually serve me, making me stronger or wiser? Embrace it, not with forced optimism, but with quiet, defiant acceptance. Seal it as an essential, perhaps even welcome, part of your unique path. For today, choose one small thing that goes awry and consciously reframe it, not as a problem, but as an opportunity for growth. That choice is your power. That embrace is your freedom. Thank you for sitting with these words today. If they steadied you, subscribe and return tomorrow. A new reflection waits each morning.